When the Taliban is coming, I was very scared and I was very sad and I couldn't believe it too. I'm gonna stop my football, I'm gonna stop my dreams.
I think we'd be so lucky to have you and so lucky to have you as a top player, for New Zealand. I think it's incredible.
And then the only thing that make me strong to be positive. A lot of people is talking negative behind me, about me. So the only thing this situation is make me very positive and make me very strong to continue the football.
Kia ora and welcome to voiceofaroha today. I am so excited to be having youth talk with really a celebrity actually, I think, today. I'm very, very, very excited to be talking with Fahima. Now, thank you so much for joining us, for battling through this incredibly, incredibly rainy day in Wellington. You journeyed across great storms to make it here. Now, Fahima, thank you so much for joining us. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Why not? Hello, everyone. My name is Fahima Yousofi and I come from Afghanistan. I have been in New Zealand almost 3 years. And thank you so much for inviting me to interview. I was very excited to see you and meet you. So I'm very lucky to have you in here.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Wanted to ask you a little bit about your passion for football, how it's been going, how long you've been doing it. For everyone who hasn't heard of Fahima before, she's an incredible football player and has had a number of different interviews about her career and journey. Could you tell us from your perspective a thing or two about it?
Yeah, I just played football for Afghanistan in Afghanistan around 8 years in the national team. So when the Taliban is coming to Afghanistan, and I actually couldn't believe it, I can't continue my football, my dream. When I was 11 years old, I preferred to play in football, When I preferred to play in football, I was thinking not for that one I become to professional, based in professional player in the world, And then the only thing that make me strong to be positive. To a lot of people is talking negative behind me, about me. So the only thing this situation is make me very positive and make me very strong to continue the football. So when the Taliban is coming, I was very scared and I was very sad and I couldn't believe it too. I'm gonna stop my football, I'm gonna stop my dreams, whatever. So honestly, I continue it, but it's very hard for me to continue in football in Afghanistan. But I'm very, very happy to here and move to New Zealand. And I can, and I believe, and now I'm really feeling really relaxed because I'm here, I'm safe, I can do whatever I want. I can continue play football, whatever. Yeah.
Gosh, it's really an incredible story of overcoming huge adversity. And I think especially what really resonates with me a lot is just at such a young age. You were at such a young age, you had this amazing dream and really, were pursuing it so well. And then the threat of that all being taken away from you is something so hard, yeah.
Yeah, when I preferred to play in football, not for I was thinking it's just for fun, When the people is talking behind me, the negative thing, the only thing that's one is make me positive to continue the football and to prove myself to everyone. I can do everything, whatever I want. So, yeah, the only thing is make me strong, the people, because it's talking negative things behind me, And actually, my mom she's very helped me to continue football, continue my study, my school, And actually, I didn't finish high school in Afghanistan, I just continued in Afghanistan because when the Taliban is coming, everything is stopped, everything is closed. And then I just stopped it. But I stopped my school, but I never stopped my playing football. I continued. So, but here in New Zealand, now I'm very, very happy to hear. I feel relaxed. I'm here. I can't continue my football, my school, my dreams, whatever. So the only thing I'm very happy to playing for New Zealand, because for now it's very hard for me to go back to Afghanistan because the situation is very hard in Afghanistan. But I hope one day I'll be in the top player and the top, the professional player for New Zealand. Yeah, I dream one of my dream.
I think we'd be so lucky to have you, and so lucky to have you as a top player, for New Zealand. I think it's incredible.
Yeah, because now it's my home is here, my family, my everything is here, so I have to do. Yeah.
I also think it's incredible. Thank you so much for sharing that.
No worries.
I also think it's incredible how those smaller challenges kind of built up that resilience for you. Why, if you don't mind me asking, why were people talking behind your back?
Because in Afghanistan it's not very common to young girl or young woman to playing football or continue the sport. It's not really common. For example, if I play in Afghanistan, so the people is not very happy with that, and then they all say why she is playing football. What's the reasons? It's not really common in Afghanistan. A lot of people is talking negative thing behind the younger, especially the young girl. So the only thing that make me positive and make me strong to continue my football is the people, because I don't want it. I would love to improve myself to the people. Whatever I want to do, I can't do anything, and I prefer to become the professional player. Yeah.
It's so beautiful that you have been able to continue and have sort of really strived that so much, and especially I think having your mum supporting you and having those people who believe in you.
Yeah, before no one is agree with me to playing football, and I spoke with my mom, with my family. You have to understand me. That one is my dream. You have to believe it, And after that, my mom, my family, my dad, they support me a lot. So, yeah, and my dad, especially my mom, she is very support me with my everything, not only football, with everything. And then after I understand to my dad too, and please understand me, my feeling, and the football is my dream to become the best player, the top player, and because of my country, because of football is my dream, And then after that, my family, my all family, especially my mom, support me a lot. And I'm very happy for that, for everything.
How old were you when you told your family, this is my dream, I want to do this?
When I was 14 years old.
14, wow.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah. And you just knew that was the thing
Yeah,
that brought you
when
into
I started playing football, I was 11 years old. I just played like for the fun, because I was in Kabul. So one day I couldn't believe it, I became the professional player. So before I didn't play in football, one day I went with my friend to the stadium. So this day I played, and exactly this day I decided for the national team. And then after that I continued to play in football. And then I just, everyone is talking behind me, you are a girl, you have to stop it, Just continue your study, your school. And then I prefer it, and I promise with myself to continue the football, to promise, and I promised to myself to be the top player. And then I did, actually. So I became the best player, and then I have a lot of gold, whatever, everything. So after that, I understand my feeling to my family. Please, you should to understand me. You have to support me. That one is my dream. I prefer to play in football because I want to improve myself to everyone. I'm a girl. I can't do anything, whatever. And then after that, my mom, my family support me a lot.
That is such an inspirational story. Sorry.
Exactly. In Afghanistan, it's not really common to Afghani girl or younger to playing football. It's not really common. Just stay at home, whatever you want to do at home. And then when the Taliban came in, the club, the school, everything is closed. I just continue with my coach. My coach just support me a lot. And then when I come to New Zealand, and my first day, I joined to ATC in Lawahar, with no English, with zero. Yeah, and then my old teacher support me to improve my English, and then after that, my teacher Jeff, and then he helped me to join with the Phoenix Wellington because I didn't know how to join to the football, and then he supported me to, and then he helped me to join with the Wellington Phoenix. Yeah.
And ever since then, you've just shot up, and we've seen the rising star of Fahima here.
Yeah, yeah.
It is so inspirational hearing your story. Especially, it's also really, really beautiful seeing how much joy you have talking about playing. It's just clear it's such a beautiful, deep passion in your heart. And it's just
because only thing I spoke with my family. I'm gonna stop it my my school, but I'm not gonna stop my playing football. I have to do, and I have to play in football. And then after that, my mother very support me. I'm proud of her because I have her to support me.
I think there's so many inspirational messages people can take away from your story. Even for me, I think as a woman, sort of overcoming so much opposition, but also making those promises to yourself that I will be a professional football player and one of the best. I think is just so beautiful and so powerful. But also, I'm struck by how incredibly resilient you are, and I think having gone through that kind of continuous pushback in Afghanistan makes a lot of sense. I'm not surprised that you kind of instantly or very, very quickly made it here with going through incredible challenges of moving country and even the pain of facing all the horrors of the Taliban in Afghanistan, but coming here and learning to speak an entirely new language super quickly. But I think just because you have been such an incredibly resilient person for so long, it sounds like it made it. You were ready for those challenges in terms of you sound like you are pretty much ready for any challenge. I think no matter what the world throws with you, you seem to have this strength, this inner strength of I will make it through no matter what.
Yeah. The only thing is all my team is in Australia now. When the Taliban came in, and then they are moving to Australia, but only I'm in New Zealand, and the government is gave me the opportunity to go to the Australia and join with my team. So I didn't prefer it to go to Australia. I was very interested to playing for New Zealand, and I prefer to play in New Zealand by myself. The only Afghani girl to play in the national team in New Zealand for the Phoenix. Only me, no one, the Afghani girl or only I'm here to join with the Phoenix Wellington. But I'm very happy to playing for New Zealand.
Why? That's incredible. Why New Zealand and not Australia, especially with all your teammates over there?
Yeah, because all my team is in Australia. And then, everyone has asked me why you didn't prefer it to go to Australia to join with your team. So, I don't know why, what's the reason. So, I prefer to play for New Zealand. I prefer to football for New Zealand. So, all my team is actually in Australia. But the government gave me the opportunity to go to the Australian team, only join with my team to play in football. But I didn't accept it, and I prefer to play for New Zealand.
Do you just really like New Zealand?
Yes, actually. I'm very happy. I'm very happy to here in New Zealand.
It's very,
I like New Zealand, so yeah.
It's lovely to hear. I think it's really, really beautiful.
Yeah. It's a very safe country for me, actually. Now I'm feeling very, very safe. I feel I have a peace. I have everything. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite thing about New Zealand, or just how peaceful and safe you feel?
Actually, I'm happy. Everything is my favorite, but the only thing a little bit different for me is the food.
Yeah, I think I like Middle Eastern food, and I think the Afghani food would probably be a lot more variety and excitement.
New Zealand is my favorite country, But that's why I prefer to stay here and to play football here. So it's my favorite country, and then I like it. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy to hear. Yeah.
I hadn't realised you'd been offered the opportunity to go to Australia and join all your teammates. So I think it's extra incredible that you chose to stand here, and especially especially as you've said, standing out. You're the only Afghani girl in the Phoenix and playing football at that level in New Zealand. But I think seeing your inner strength, I'm not surprised that you're happy to stand and be like, I can do it. That's my dream. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any problem to go to the Australia join with my team. I just said no. I'm happy to play football in here. Yeah, actually now I have opportunity to go to Australia and join with my team to play in football. So, but I'm happy. I don't know why. So it's no reason. Yeah, I'm very happy to play for New Zealand. Then I'm very happy to continue football in New Zealand. So I don't want to go and join with my team to Australia. But I really miss it, all my team. But I prefer to play in here.
How has New Zealand life been since you've moved here?
It's so good for me, especially my mom. It's a little bit hard for her because the English is second language for her, and then it's very hard for her to understand the people, and but for me, doesn't matter. I feel very happy. With everything in my life is very very changed in New Zealand. I can't do anything, whatever. The only thing I'm very happy to continue my study, my school, my dream, my football. Yeah, is in Afghanistan when I was at school in high school, so all the time I told to my mall teacher, my favorite job in future is journalist. I would like to become a journalist. So it's no opportunity for me to continue, But in New Zealand, I'm very happy. I can't do to become a journalist, and I can become to professional football.
You should be on this side of the scene interviewing if you want to be a journalist. That's so exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite job. Yeah, one day, why not?
What is it about journalism that excites you?
Because I'm very good to the photographer. So yeah, in Afghanistan part time I was working to the photographer.
Wow.
So, and actually sometimes when I got the free time in New Zealand, I go somewhere to take a photo, and then that's why I prefer it because my friends, she's also a journalist. So she's so happy. Now she's in the USA, but her family is in Afghanistan and actually is not safe. So I prefer it to become a journalist. Actually, it's my favorite job. So yeah, if I want, I can do.
You sound incredibly multi-talented, and also I love how many dreams you have and how much you feel them. It's you don't just want to do football. You want to do it with all of your heart, and you're pursuing with all of your heart. And then even with journalism, you're taking pictures and things like that.
Yeah, because actually, honestly, I believe myself, and I would like to be positive, and so I don't want to contact with the negative people. If I have a contact with negative people, I become very negative, So I believe myself, and my favorite job in future is become journalist, and then also behind the journalist, I want to be the professional football player. Yeah.
Is the secret to your success, do you think, just that self-belief of really strongly believing in yourself?
Yeah, I believe it. I can do. One day I become a journalist and also a professional football player.
I totally believe you. I think anything you set your mind to, but also just seeing that in your life, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't worry. I'm not worried about the mistake. The life is not perfect. The people is not perfect. The only thing, be positive. Whatever you want, don't worry about the mistake. No one is perfect. just do it, whatever you want, you know. That's why I believe myself. One day I become the professional football player and the journalist, inshallah.
That is so beautiful. That is so gorgeous, and your positivity is just so, you're enigmatic, and you really feel the warmth and the purity of that positivity of yours. It's just it's so lovely to be around. Yeah,
Exactly. Sometimes I become negative. That when I spoke with my mom, when I was talking with my mom before now, I get too many energy from my mom, because I'm very happy to have her in my life, you know. So my mom is my energy, yeah. So that's why I prefer that, and I believe myself to become the professional football and journalist in future.
Do you find you get weighed down too much by like thinking about the world situation, things in Afghanistan and stuff like that, or do you just sort of how do you keep that positivity throughout all the challenges? And I guess you've had a lot of challenges your whole life, so you've clearly done it somehow and very well.
So when I was in Afghanistan, when the Taliban came in, and I honestly I believe it. I can't do anything, but my mom said, Fahima, you have to be positive, and then. Yeah, and then when my mom said like that, and then I forget that everything, and then I just continued. Yeah, it's very hard for me, very hard for my family, especially the Taliban is looking for me because I played for the national team, so, and then it's very hard for me, especially for my family, and then, yeah. When the Taliban come in, and I prefer it, after that we can't do anything. The only thing we can do is stay at home and stop your dream, stop your, everything. You can't go to the school, you can't go for work, for whatever you want, And then the only thing my mom she told me, you have to be positive. And then I stay positive, I stay strong. And yeah, that one has make me stronger, and then I stay positive. Yeah. When the Taliban came in, actually, I believe it, I can't do anything. But when my mom said like this, and then I forget everything, I went outside, whatever I want to do. But actually it's very hard, and I was very scary, because of my family, Actually, I didn't care about myself very well, because the only thing is I was very scary because of my family. Some people is talking with the Taliban about my family, about myself. That's why I'm a little bit scary. Life is very hard for now, actually. It's very hard in Afghanistan. Yeah. But I forget everything. I just focus in here. I just focus on my school, my dreams, my football. Yeah.
Focusing on the things you can control and just keeping that positive mindset of I will make it and I can no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredibly touching. You should write a book.
Yes. Last year I was speaking with Rose. I don't know. Do you know her or not?
Yes, Ruth Prentice, the incredible founder of Aroha Afternoons, for everyone listening. Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
And I make it a plan with her to make a book about myself.
Awesome.
So, and then I went somewhere, for off my game, for interview, and then I couldn't, unfortunately.
Yes, I believe you can if you want to write a book. Absolutely.
Yeah, one day I will write a book about my life, about my story, But I will do, inshallah.
I think because you've been through so many challenges and for so long, but everyone in their life faces challenges with their small things or big things, but you have just a mindset that seems like you can overcome anything. And I really believe, sitting with you here now, I don't believe that there's a thing that you can't do if you set your mind to it. If it's write a book or go be the best football player or go be a journalist, I just have absolute faith in you, and I think that really comes from your mindset and how you've overcome all these challenges and how you believe in yourself. And it's so beautiful and empowering, especially as a young woman, especially as an Afghani person, as a refugee, as all these things. You're so inspiring, so incredible, and so I absolutely believe that. Yeah.
Is it last year when I got a free time and I write about myself in English. I try to my English has become very good, and
Yeah,
then I
it
write
has.
the story about myself into the book, and I was spoken with Rose. I would like to make the book about my situation. So, and fortunately, I didn't get the time to write in the book. So I will do, inshallah. Yeah, because actually I'm very busy, and also with school, with football. It, yeah, but I will do. I will write in the book about myself.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait to read it.
Yeah.
But
One
until
day.
then,
One day, inshallah, I will do.
How has school been? How has this week's phone ban been for you?
Oh, this week is so busy week.
So busy.
It's very, very busy, and then because we have a culture day tomorrow, so I'm the leader of my team in my class, so I have to do everything, the decoration, everything. So, and also I have a speech tomorrow for the culture day. Then I have to talking about Afghanistan. So I'm so busy, and then it's so busy, and yeah, and last night around I had a game to Lawahar, so I was busy with that, and then today with my school, and then after that, that's why I become late. Also the weather is very terrible. It's terrific weather, so this week is so busy for me. Yeah.
With that said, I am incredibly honoured that you've made the time out of your very, 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 very busy schedule to talk with us today. And I think you just have an incredibly inspiring life, and it's been so lovely to meet you and to hear your amazing story. I'm sure everyone will really, really, really appreciate listening to what you've had to say, and just to see who you are and see the incredible face of the soon to be best football player in New Zealand. I think.
Thank you so much.
No,
I
thank
tried
you.
my best.
I have no doubts whatsoever of complete faith in you.
Yeah, actually, my English is not very well and not improved. I just tried my best, last year, and I was with no English. I was very nervous when the people is talking with me. So my first interview in Auckland, and then a lot of people asked me, you have to speak, interview yourself in English. And then I was very nervous. And then, so what should I say? And then honestly, I speak with my language, Dari. So today, I try my best to speak and interview myself to the English, and I share with my story about it. I try to share my story with you, you know, in English. So.
It was a beautiful story, and I think what everyone who's listening and watching would have noticed is it's just from the heart, and so we could just feel your enthusiasm, your joy, your love, and your it's so generous you sharing your time with us today and doing it so well and so genuinely. So it's just so wonderful to get to talk to you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Fahima,
much
for an incredible
too.
interview and for taking the time, very, very
No worries.
appreciated time out of your schedule. And thank you so much for everyone listening as well. I hope you enjoy. Wish you all the best for your future football career, your future writing
Why not,
career, your future
inshallah.
journalism career. Everyone who's watching, watch Fahima. I'm sure she's only going up from here. And again, thank you so much for watching. We really, really appreciate it. And have a lovely afternoon or whatever time you're watching. Ka kite.